Dear student, already we have completed the subtopics under the chapter 9, that is soil, and now today we will complete the chapter 10 exercise one by one. First question: in addition to the rock particles, the soil contains, first of all we read the options: air and water, number 2 water and plants, number 3 minerals, organic matter, air and water, number 4 water, air and plants. The vital part of the soil is organic matter. Without it, we cannot write our options, and this is the complete answers, complete options are given in the Roman script 3, that is minerals, organic matter, air and water. Now go to question number 2. The water holding capacity is the highest in sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil, mixture of sand and loam. The answer must be the clay soil, and that's why the wheat, gram and obviously the paddy is cultivated in the clay soil. You know, clay soil particles, size of the particles are tiny, tightly packed. That's why they can hold the water. Water retention capacity of the clay soil is greater because very small space in between the two particles. That's why water cannot flow easily. For that, the clay soil has the highest water holding capacity. Now match the items of the column 1 with those in the column 2. It is written a home for living organism. Answer will be all kinds of soil. So first of all you have to write Roman script 1, a home for living organism. Then you have to write B. Option number you must write B, all kinds of soil. Okay. Next, upper layer of the soil, number 2, Roman script number 2, upper layer of the soil, it will be dark in color because it contains humus. That's why it will be dark. Okay, second option will be dark. So first write upper layer of the soil, then write C, dark in color. Then sandy soil, large particles, yes, it will be large particles. So A, sandy soil, then write A, large particles side by side. Middle layer of the soil, lesser amount of humus. You know, the humus actually lies on the top of the soil. Last, the clay soil. The answer will be remaining portions, that is the small particles and pectite. You know, this is a property of the clay soil. Now number 4, explain how soil is formed. You know, soil is formed by weathering of rocks. Weathering is the breakdown of rocks by the action of air, wind and water. Soil formation is a slow process. It occurs all the time. Soil formation is two-step process. First step, weathering of the rock takes place. Rock is broken down into small particles. Second step, these small particles mix with the humus, that is the organic matter, and form soils. Number 5, how is clay soil useful for crops? For not all the crops, generally paddy is grown a vast part of the India, so that require clay soil. Gram require clay soil. You know, wheat require clay soil because clay soils has the highest water retention capacity, as well as it contains humus. Clay soil is rich in humus and very fertile, so it is suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. The number 6 question, list the differences between clay soil and sandy soil. Particle size of the clay soil is fine. You know, ratio of the fine particles is higher in the clay soil. At the same time, the ratio of large particles is higher in the sandy soil. You know, it contains larger sized particle. And number 2, clay soil has highest water retention capacity. It can hold the water. And sandy soil has least water retention capacity. That means it cannot hold water. Number 3, clay soil has least percolation rate. That means water cannot pass through easily through clay soil. And sandy soil, you know, as the particle size is bigger, so there are gaps in between the two particles, the intermediate particles. That's why water can easily pass through, and that's why the percolation rate of the sandy soil is least, minimum. Now sketch the cross sections of the soil and label the various layers. So in the NCERT it is drawn also A horizon, B horizon, C horizon and bedrock. Now the last question number, Rajia conducted an experiment in the field related to the rate of percolation. She observed that it took 40 minutes for 200 milliliter of water to percolate through the soil sample. Calculate the rate of the percolation. So we know rate of percolation will be equal to the amount of water, that is in milliliter, and percolation time, that is in minutes. So 200 milliliter by 40 minutes, it will come out as 5 milliliter per minute. If you think video is helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel for next upcoming videos.